The Boyce Thompson Center on North Broadway at Executive Boulevard in Yonkers is being transformed into a modern medical center with restaurants and retail shops. The Business Journal was invited to tour what had been the long-abandoned center as construction and outfitting of the spaces continued at the site of about 7 acres. The research center moved to Cornell University in Ithaca back in the late 1970s, and nature and vandals took over what remained. Simone was the only respondent to a request for proposals from the city of Yonkers to propose adaptive reuse of the site while preserving as much of the original center as possible. It's estimated that the 85,000 square foot mixed-use development will bring about 300 or more permanent jobs to the area. Part of the concept is to help make the experience of going for medical treatment more pleasant by also offering restaurants and shopping, and while creating a new destination for people who do not need to see a doctor. We asked Guy Liebler, president of Simone Healthcare Development, if this project was unusual for his company.
It's different because the building is 100 years old. It's been vacant for almost 40 years, and we arrived and everything was missing. There were no windows, and the roof was in need of replacement, and there was no plumbing and no electricity and no mechanical for heat and electric and air conditioning. So everything had to be done from the start. There was no parking lot. We had a mountain out there that was 10 feet of rock. So it required a total rethinking of the project, and all along the way to be sensitive of the building's history, looking to see what the old pictures that we found show, what the windows looked like, what the roof really looked like before it was overgrown, how to add the mechanical equipment in a building that really wasn't positioned with wide open ceilings and wide open shaftways. So we found a mechanical system that was appropriate for the building. And then it was about how to tenant the building. Who were the right people and shops to be here? I knew early on that because of what Simone Healthcare Development does, that it was going to be healthcare oriented, and we went immediately and we spoke with St. John's Hospital. It was actually Ron Cordy, who's the CEO of St. John's Riverside, who alerted us to this opportunity that the city of Yonkers would be putting the building up for a request for proposals from developers on what to do here. So we knew that St. John's had an interest. We spoke to WestMed, who we have a relationship with, and then it was a matter of finding the right other stores. I thought a pharmacy would be great, so we spoke to the pharmacy operator. They came with a need for an eyeglass shop. I knew Fortina would be perfect here, and they had some early vision and courage to sign a lease with us more than a year and a half ago when this building was in its original stage. I would call it early scary.